When it comes to TVs in my house, I have a sort of hierarchy, if you will, as far as what rooms get the best TVs and what rooms get next in line. Needless to say, the TV in my kid's playroom doesn't get a whole lot of love with its 40-inch 1080p screen and its thick, bezeled 2012 design. As a result, not a lot of TV shows or movies get watched in that room, and I'd like to change that if I can. And that's where this guy comes in. Ultimately, I wanted to see if a cheap projector like this could work as a suitable replacement for my old TV setup in that room. So without any further delay, let's find out. So the projector I have here is the Emotn C1. You can find this projector online for less than 200 bucks. Just for clarification's sake, this specific unit right here was actually sent to us free of charge for review purposes. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what you get out of the box. Out of the box, you get the projector itself, an owner's manual, a remote control, a power cable, HDMI cable, and an AV adapter. On the top of the projector, you'll find the keystone and focus wheel, as well as navigation controls. As far as I/O goes, the projector has a VGA port, 2 USB ports, 2 HDMI ports, an AV and headphone jack, as well as an SD card reader. The C1 also has a 1/4-inch mounting hole on the bottom if you wanted to hook it up to, say, a mount or a tripod. Personally, I didn't want to do any sort of mounting and decided to opt in for one of these flat-based tripods instead. For the screen, I decided to pick up this portable 100-inch screen from Amazon. I went with this model because it stands on its own with the included frame and feet, and it'll be cool to take this thing outside when the summertime rolls around. Now, as far as my overall experience is concerned with this thing, it's been fairly positive, at least to an extent. You do have to remember this is a cheap projector, so there are a good handful of caveats that you're gonna just have to deal with. For starters, the contrast and brightness levels just really aren't the best. With just 130 ANSI lumens, this will do the job just fine in low light settings, but if you have the lights on or sunlight coming in, it's going to affect your viewing experience pretty drastically. So if you have this in a room with, say, a lot of windows, I would definitely consider investing in some blackout curtains to maximize your viewing experience. The native resolution for this is only 720p with support for 1080p upscale. So technically the projector is a lower resolution than my older TV, but I'll touch back on that later. Overall, when using this projector in a low light setting, watching movies and TV shows was a lot of fun. While its color range and accuracy don't come close to that of a higher end projector, my wife and kids don't seem to mind when we have a family movie night. I even decided to try playing my Switch on this thing. While playing, I experienced some random but very infrequent screen tearing, so I don't know if I'd recommend it for any serious gamer, but it was still pretty fun to play some split screen Mario Kart on it. Primarily, I would use this projector with my Roku Express, and it's been great with that. But the C1 can also stream your iOS and Android devices to it as well. However, the problem is that it doesn't seem to fill the whole screen when casting this way, so if I wanted to cast my phone, I just found plugging in a Chromecast was a much better experience. Now, as far as sound quality goes, the C1 does have built-in speakers, and I guess it's passable. It just really leaves a lot to be desired. I guess it would closely compare to speakers that you would find on like a mid-range laptop. Like I said, the speakers are serviceable if you don't have anything else to use, but if you turn up the volume on this thing a lot, the audio starts to sound pretty harsh. There's little to no low end in these speakers at all. So yeah, I would really suggest hooking this up to an external speaker if you can. For my little portable setup, I decided to plug in the Anker Soundcore speaker as a sort of mini soundbar solution. And honestly, it's done the job nicely for what it is and sounds miles better than the built-in speakers on the C1. All right, so the big question is, would I recommend this projector for you to buy? Honestly, I would have to say no. I am happy to have replaced my old TV with this, but if you're looking for a budget projector out there, I would definitely suggest looking elsewhere. I think there's just a lot of other projectors out there for that $200 price range that have much better specs and a better user experience overall. And like I said, even though I don't personally recommend that you go out and buy this, I am happy to have it. I am happy to have replaced my old 2012 TV with this thing, even if the resolution and overall picture quality isn't as good as that old TV. There is something special to be said about being able to watch movies and shows on a big 100-inch screen, and just, it's a lot of fun to be able to have that sort of pseudo movie theater-like experience at home. My kids absolutely love this thing, and for me, that's really all that matters. If you'd like to pick up the C1 for yourself or any of the stuff that I mentioned in this video, I'll be sure to leave Amazon affiliate links in the description down below so you can check that out for yourself. And that about does it for this one, everyone. Thank you as always for watching the video and checking out the channel. Let us know if you like this video or not by hitting that appropriate like or dislike button. Feel free to hit us up on any of our social media platforms and consider joining our Discord community server, all in the description down below. And yeah, if you want to see more content like this, be sure and subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next time.